So I was having this conversation with my friend who's also a filmmaker, and he was talking about how he wants to film more. He wants to make more like daily content, more like day in the lifestyle videos. And I was saying, dude, just literally do that. Like, just wake up, film yourself at your house, going to the gym, getting coffee, whatever. And he was explaining that like it all looked so boring to him. Like, not what he was doing, but like where he was. The location looked boring, his house looked boring, blah, 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 blah. When you see the same stuff every day, it doesn't look exciting to you. And it's hard to like get creative in a spot that you've lived your entire life or you've lived for the last year, because you're just used to it. You don't see it that way anymore. You're too close to it almost, that you can't see it with a creative eye anymore. But that conversation made me realize, like, damn, I think that traveling is a really important thing to do as a filmmaker. Dude, we're in fucking Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Posted up. We are about to shoot a music video for Tommy Warren. Super answer, right? Crushed, locked in.
Yeah, I thought it would.
Alright, we're going to a record store, filming a little music video. Scene number 2. Actually, this is scene number 1. We kind of got like scene 0.5 just a few minutes ago in the backyard. I think they know someone here and they were kind enough to let us shoot. This is cool, man. The lighting in here is actually sick. Alright, bet.
You know, so off the bat, like, traveling gives you access to like diverse and new visuals, right? That's kind of like the on the surface thing. But I've realized from my own experience traveling for various, you know, music videos here and there. So the first and the most obvious one is like, yeah, like I said, different cities look different. If you grew up in New York City and then you go to somewhere like Los Angeles or Miami, like the city just has a different look, different feel, different like color palette even. So that's one thing. New environments are also gonna force you to think on your feet more accurately. You're not used to that environment and you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. You don't know what to expect. And jumping in there with a camera, like, you're gonna have to just go bare bones, filmmaking 101 basics again in a really positive way. And also just give you like life experience. Here we're talking about filmmaking, but in general, I think when things are the same for too long, it's not good. You gotta jump into something new, try something new, switch it up. Can reinvigorate you, re-inspire you. So I did this video in Florida, and I had done videos in like Miami before and Orlando and cities, but this time we were kind of just like in like a normal suburban area. Another thing about traveling is that it expands your network, right? So like, obviously I'm based in New Jersey, a lot of my network's here, but when I travel to these different places to do the thing that I do, I meet people who are also doing the same thing. And now, via the power of the internet, I have this network of people all over the country or all over the world that are doing this thing. And so if I want to go there again, I have people that I can contact to do the thing with me or to help me, to be a resource or a helping hand or whatever it is. I think that's really powerful and should not be overlooked. Having a network is so important. Having a wide network is really important. You know, we're trying to tell stories, we're trying to relate to people, we're trying to communicate things that words can't. And unless we're living lives and having these experiences, like, we have nothing to say, right? We need to have something to say. Yeah, because on this trip, I actually ate some food that I was like severely allergic to and ended up in the emergency room, which is like a horrible experience. I wouldn't recommend it, but it did happen to me, and I think that it built some character, which I think is really important and just kind of goes into what I'm talking about with having life experience and letting that bleed into your work. A lot of the times that I travel for videos, it is not a luxurious experience. Like, I think telling someone like, yeah, like I'm getting flown across the country to film a video, like, sounds sick. And then like the reality of it is that like I'm on Spirit Airlines. I have to like finesse one of my bags on there without them seeing. And then I have to like sleep on a couch or like literally sleep on the floor. But there's something about it, man, that just makes the videos better. I don't know how to explain it honestly, but like, and I'm now getting to the point where like I've done that for long enough where like I actually like think it sucks and I don't want to do that more. But there is definitely something about it that like built character for me and made me like hungrier to succeed as a filmmaker. I'm glad that I had those experiences. Very grateful to have been able to travel, you know, to any extent. I've had the opportunity to go to Tokyo, to go all over Europe, LA, Miami, you know, New York City, obviously, like just a bunch of random places, Kansas, Oklahoma, places I would never go for any reason. But videos brought me there, and something very special about that, something very unglamorous about it in reality. But I think living through that unglamorous reality allows me to paint really rich worlds and in my videos. So grateful for those terrible experiences.